I was like, no, I don't want to go back to Japan. I don't want to go back to Japan. I was so an obsession. I had the obsession to stay in America. And they sent the letter to me like, you have to leave the country as soon as possible because you overstaying. This is the place. The weather is nice. The people is nice.
Yeah.
Beach is right
It's
there.
beautiful city.
Mountain is right there. So I was like, oh, like blow my mind.
You have done everything right till this stage. And what if you get denial? What if you don't get the visa?
So my mom couldn't speak Japanese.
Yeah.
And my dad couldn't speak Portuguese. So I was the translator for them. Let's organize the situation.
Yeah.
What do you want to say? And she said in Portuguese to me.
Yeah.
I explained to my dad. My dad is totally misunderstanding. He was like, "What? Your mom saying that? Okay, so we don't have to do fight."
Growing up in Japan, did you feel like I'm one of the Japanese kid, or you feel like I'm an outsider?
They didn't see myself. Instead of see myself,
Yeah.
they saw my looks.
Yeah.
And they judged me. They were selling organs, like a lot of like people.
Don't be desperate to be here. Don't be obsessed with visa. Obsessed with your art, with your passion, and if you do everything right, the whole world will call you. How about now? Do you feel more Japanese compared to then?
I think
Give example of like I have to be more Japanese in Japan. What do you mean by in real life? But Japan has a good film industry, right? Very respectable industry.
I don't know if I can say this because I'm kind of gonna say something against the Japanese industry.
Yeah.
I guess, but I love Japan. I love Japanese film.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. But the truth is, first of all my friends is so crazy in Japan. They're all crazy people, but they're so good guys. And I love my friends. I love my families. And I grew up in a town in Tokyo called Fuchu. Means like it's small place in Tokyo. So it was like little local place in the Tokyo. So it's not like the place that you guys imagine right now, like a lot of building, a lot of people walking. No, there were like more LA kind of.
Yeah.
So a lot of flat houses
Yeah.
and gardens, natures,
Yeah.
and then a lot of kind of little gang people around there because it's kind of local place. And we grew up in this town, and my town was little small, so everybody knows everybody and each other, and everybody was the neighbors around, and everybody started knowing me that I had a crazy mom, which is my mom is crazy. And she was the only one Brazilian in the town, and she was walking around the town like with the tank top with a lot of tattoos on her bodies, showing the tattoos and talking loudly in the phone. And usually Japanese people is more quiet.
Yeah.
And my mom was like talking so loud in the supermarket, in the train, and everywhere. She was like, sorry, if you guys can edit the part, right? Beep, beep. So she was like, Japanese. I don't care. I talk in my way. And then she was walking around and everybody knows my mom. And then, yes, I think that's kind of, and then my dad grew up at right next to the town of my town. So he was from this town.
Local boy.
Yes,
Yeah.
local boy too. And he was one of the, like the gang member guy, kind of. So he knows a lot of people around there, and he moved to my town, which is Fuchu. Yes.
How did your mother and father met?
Good question. So my mom, basically my mom from Brazil. And when she was young, and her family was so poor. So her family doesn't have any money to do anything. So they didn't have any houses as well.
Yeah.
And then in that time, back in the days, Japan was like huge in the economy part.
Yeah.
So that was like America or Japan was the top of the world, like in the bubble. We say bubble, bubble. Ne? And then One of my mom cousin went to Japan and made ton of money with samba, and she came back to Brazil. And she
Samba
was
is in dance, samba?
yes, samba dance,
Yeah.
like Brazilian dance.
Yeah.
And then she was talking to my mom, like how it's easy to make money in Japan.
Yeah.
And my mom was like, yeah, I have to go there to support my family.
Yeah.
But at the same time, a lot of yakuzas, which
Yeah.
is like Japanese mafias,
Yeah.
was in Japan, and that was huge.
Yeah.
And then they were selling organs, like a lot of like
Organs.
people
Oh, wow.
in Japan, because they're mafia. So they were making money about it. And then my mom, that was like 50-50. If my mom goes to Japan, or they're gonna sell my mom, tearing
Human trafficking.
part and just organs like kidney or heart, or she get lucky and she become an artist, samba dancer. So that was like 50-50.
Oh, wow.
And then my mom was like, oh, both is amazing, because if they sell my organs, I can send the money to my family as well, or I can be star there, I can send the money. So my mom was like, I gonna go. And she went to Japan.
Yeah.
And she got lucky.
Nice.
She became successful in Japan, and she became a samba dancer in Japan. And she was a lot of in a TV series, like movies as a samba dancer. And then she was working in this a huge nightclub in Japan.
Yeah.
Sorry, I talk a lot. So
No, it's okay. Talk to me. Yeah.
So she started working in this huge nightclub in Japan, in the Shibuya, I think. I think that was Shibuya. And then that time, my dad was like playing around, because he was one of the gang members. So let's go to that club. Let's go to this club. Shinjuku, Shibuya, Ikebukuro.
Yeah.
And then he went to this club and they met.
Yeah.
And they fell in love.
Nice.
And then they started dating, and they had me.
You are the only child, or you have siblings?
I'm the only child. Yes.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So, tell me one of the memory. You said you had crazy friends, and it seems like your father and mother both have a strong personality, strong character, right? So, is there any funny incident while growing up in Japan, in Tokyo, I guess a small town nearby Tokyo, that you can share, that like I will never forget this incident?
Wow. I always talk about this story to the people. So my mom couldn't speak Japanese.
Yeah.
And my dad couldn't speak Portuguese. So I was the translator for them.
Oh, wow.
Entire my life.
Yeah.
And they were dating like 6 months.
Yeah.
And then after that, they got married, and they been together without me 7 years.
And without knowing the language.
Without the language. So I have no idea how they are together until today.
Mm-hmm.
And after they had me, of course, they had the translator here.
Yeah.
So I was like translating everything.
Yeah.
But that was so tough for me too, because when I was kid, they start fighting with no reason. Like they're laughing like this, and 1 second later, my mom like start throwing something to my dad, and they start fighting. And I go there. I said, so let's organize the situation. What do you want to say? And she said in Portuguese to me.
Yeah.
I explained to my dad. My dad is totally misunderstanding. He was like, "What? Your mom saying that? Okay, so we don't have to do the fight." Something like that. I stopped the fight a lot of time. So I think that's unique. Unique part from my family.
It's
And
amazing.
it's tough. That was tough too.
I remember my wife is Mexican, and she speaks English and Spanish, and my mother, I'm from India state called Gujarat, she only speaks Gujarati. So when she
see.
visited us and she was with us for more than few months, they want to talk to each other, they just don't speak each other's language, and I was translating. And let me tell you, translating is a hard work. Because they talk to each other, and I have to translate everything to each of them, and I would get headache at the end of the day.
Yes. Imagine entire your life.
Yeah.
I was translating for my parents.
That's you did a tough job.
Yes.
And I mean, there is so much miscommunication can happen as a married couple. I'm a married man. even though you speak the same language.
Yes, exactly.
Imagine the miscommunication when you don't speak the same language. Or maybe it's a good thing. Maybe there's less
Yeah,
miscommunication.
maybe.
Because my wife and my mom get along really well without speaking the language. If they had spoken each other's language, I don't know about that.
Yeah, because you don't have to know the part that you don't want to know.
Yeah, I don't give them the information they don't need to know.
Yes, exactly. But that was tough. But
Yeah.
that was one of the unique part of my family.
Yeah.
And that's why right now I can speak Portuguese. So I
Nice.
have to say thank you for my mom.
Oh, no,
That she
that's a
was
beautiful
continue
language.
to talking to me in Portuguese.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that was tough.
Did you, growing up in Japan, did you feel like I'm one of the Japanese kid, or you feel like I'm an outsider, or how
Oh.
was your feeling in maybe high school or before high school? How did you feel?
That's a good question. Yeah, so when I was young,
Yeah.
because when I was so young,
Yeah.
I was mixing all the language. So
Yeah.
I was talking half in Japanese and half Portuguese.
Yeah.
So a lot of my classmates, everything started bowling to me
Mhm.
because I wasn't speak correct
Yeah.
Japanese.
Yeah.
And then, but after that, because I started learning martial arts and start kicking them, so that doesn't care. But in that part, I felt little outsider from
Mhm.
Japan. So I was like, oh, I'm not Japanese, maybe.
Yeah.
And then when I started growing up, I started looking more foreigner, like my Brazilian blood came like coming
Yeah.
after. So my hair started being curly,
Curly, yeah.
everything, and then I became more outsider.
Yeah.
So a lot of teachers in Japan, because they love making flat the student. So the student has to be all the same way. We have
In
to
terms of haircut and clothes and everything.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So the rule is so like strict.
Yeah.
And in that time, like even I'm wearing the same suit, everything, I look different.
Yeah.
Of course, I was
Yeah.
like one of, who are you? So that time was a little tough because every problem happening in the school was
Yeah.
my fault, just because my looks.
Yeah.
So that was a little tough, and just because my mom, they start saying that your mom is a Brazilian, and that's why you were like that. So that's why you do this problem. You make this problem.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's even I didn't know about the problem.
Yeah.
But everything was my fault. So that time was difficult.
They means like the other student or teacher?
The teachers,
Oh wow.
my friends,
Yeah,
like
kids are-
amazing.
Yeah.
They're all amazing. They always supporting me. Like I had the good friends and time in my life until today. I love them.
Yeah.
But just the teachers,
Yeah.
I think for them, I'm too different for them.
But that's not right? I
That's-
mean, kids can bully each other, but teachers are supposed to be non-judgmental
Yes.
and non-biased. And
But-
if they say that kind of thing, it definitely would put create an impression on the child's life.
Yeah. But at the same time, they didn't see myself. Instead of see myself,
Yeah.
they saw my looks
Yeah.
and they judged me.
Yeah.
That they was judging me. So
And
that was a
your-
little tough.
Your way of dealing with that was to learn martial arts.
Yeah, I mean, I started learning because I had this dream to become an action actor in LA since when I was a kid. That's why I started.
Makes sense.
That's why I came to here. But
Yeah.
at the same time, my dad was like, you cannot be like acting like crying baby all the time. So you have to deal with your problem.
Crime baby.
Crying baby means like you cannot be like, they are bullying me. I
Oh, yeah,
cannot
cry
go to
baby.
the school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cry baby, yeah.
But my dad was like, no, you have to deal your problem because you alive. We're not
Makes
gonna
sense.
do anything.
Makes sense.
And like I was like, okay, I have to deal with it.
Yeah, it's a-
And then I
it's a
start,
advice.
fight
Yeah.
against to the
Yeah.
bullying people. And then after that, I start making a lot of friends.
Mhm.
And yeah, always I had a lot of friends, and
Mhm.
I, friendship. I didn't have any problem in the friendship.
And so, how many years you lived in Japan before moving to US, or did you go somewhere in between?
No, I lived in Japan, I think 22 years, 22 years. And then I went to the Brazil to meet my family a lot of time. But that was like 3 month vacation, 2 years in 2 years
And
between.
when did you come to USA?
I came to here 2 years ago. So right now I'm 24.
So
Yes.
I grew up in India, right? and I had a certain notions about India. Or this is my country. This is how it's like. And when I came here, I had a completely different perspective. I felt more Indian here than in India,
Wow,
and I would
that's deep.
listen like the folk music that I never listen in India.
Mm-hmm.
I would listen the folk music here just to stay feel connected and stay close to my culture and
Uh-huh.
everything.
Uh-huh.
How about now? Like, do you feel now I'm Japanese, and
Wow.
what do you do to like connect or make it feel like home? What
Uh-huh.
kind of things you do that makes you feel like home? But do you feel more Japanese right now compared to when you were in high school, where you were kind of dealing with this
Those
kind of
kind of
judgment, and you
problems.
were also speaking language and you look different? So how about now? Do you feel more Japanese compared to then?
I think right now
Yeah.
I'm feeling more by myself.
Ah,
Like it's original.
yeah,
In America, I can be myself more.
yeah,
In Japan, I have to be more Japanese. So I think I was following the rules a lot, but
yeah.
not listening to myself. So I think I was a little fakey in Japan, and
Yeah.
here I feel more original.
Give example of like I have to be more Japanese in Japan. What do you mean by in real life?
Yeah, because in Japan, the society,
Hmm.
the eyes from the others, is so strong, so strong.
Wow.
That's why
Yeah.
I couldn't be myself
Yeah.
because I was different.
Yeah.
But in America, there is a lot of more crazy people than me, right? So I can be myself.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feeling right now in America, that thing that I learned in Japan
Yeah.
to fit in the rules,
Yeah.
it's so important when
Yeah.
you're living. Because
Yeah.
right now I can control it. I can
Yeah.
see the people.
Yeah.
For example, if this person
Yeah.
cares a lot, I can be like, I can hold myself
Yeah.
and try to be respectful for
Yeah.
this person.
Yeah.
And if I see this person is crazy more than me,
Yeah.
I can be like, well, okay, I can be myself. I'm crazy right now. But so
Took the best of both worlds.
yes,
Nice.
both sides. So I
Yeah.
think that time that I was little
Yeah.
suffering in Japan was meaningful to me. So I
Mhm.
can use that experience and using right now,
Mhm.
like in a relationship.
And what do you do when you miss home?
Oh, oh, man, I miss my home. I just called to my family.
Yeah.
Yeah, I called them, and a lot of my friends still go into my house in
Yeah.
Japan.
Yeah.
So when I called to my parents, I don't know why, but a lot of my friends there
Yeah.
without me.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, "Oh, you here? You there? You there?" And I talk to my friends, my parents, my families.
Hmm.
So I think, yeah, that's good.
Definitely good idea.
Yeah, healing for me,
Yeah,
kind of.
I remember. I kind of understand because I have great friends in India, and one thing I learned from other international students as well, like yeah, you can make friends here, but you cannot have an honest conversation with
Yeah,
somebody here. Maybe if it needs time to develop that relationship, the kind of conversation I can have with my friends in Mumbai, or in Gujarat, it's not same. It's not real honest,
yeah,
or
yeah,
that the real connect is missing. Maybe it's the language. Maybe we still need to
yeah.
give more time.
Some
Do
connection
you
is
feel that
missing.
way?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I feeling. Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of real friends here.
Yeah.
So don't get me wrong, I
Yeah.
love my friends here
Yeah.
too. But the connection that I made it in Japan
Yeah.
is like totally another dimension.
Yeah.
Like special, special. We are like grew up together.
Yeah.
The friends that you grew up together
Yeah.
and
So
learn a lot of things together. It's
Yeah.
totally
And
different.
did a lot of stupid thing together. And
Yes,
that's the strongest connection,
exactly,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
We know everything
Yeah.
from each other, so
Yeah.
like we don't have anything to hide it.
Yeah.
So that's another, I think, another dimension.
So you had a great childhood, great friends, family. When did you decide you want to come to USA?
Um, since when I was kid, I had
Wow.
this dream to come to here
Yeah.
to become an action actor.
Yeah.
So I knew it in some part of me. I was like, oh, eventually I have to go to the US.
And Was it a movie you saw, or because of your parents? What was the reason since childhood? Like, no, I want to come to US.
Yeah, like when I was 7 years old, I was like watching one action movie with my dad.
Yeah,
And then I said, I was so kid. Like I was like, I want to be like him.
yeah,
And my dad said, so this guy, he was like fighting with the creatures.
yeah.
Like that was like TV series for kids.
Oh wow.
So that was like a lot of CGI around him, and he was like fighting alone.
Yeah,
But he was like explain to me. I was 7 years old. My dad was so serious. Like this is actor.
yeah,
This is job.
yeah.
So he's fighting alone, and they're using a lot of CGI, something like that. He was breaking my dream. I was like, no way.
He's not doing for
yeah,
real.
he's not a hero. He was like, no, he's actor.
I see.
So I was like, wow, but that's cool.
Yeah.
And then my dad said, you want to be like him?
Hmm.
I said, yes, definitely. I want to be like him. And he was like, okay, let's start organizing and planning everything
Oh, wow.
to go to the America, because he's the actor in America. So you have to go there if you want to be.
Yeah.
And if we decided right now, my dad is so like Japanese samurai type of guy. So he was like, if we decided right now,
Start right now.
yeah, if you just ruin the road, I'm not gonna support you anything. But if you are serious with me, I'm gonna support you for the goal, until the goal. I was like, yeah, this is my dad.
Oh.
And then we decided, and
Yeah.
we started learning a lot of things like gymnastic, martial arts, acting, English, and then I came to here.
That's really good you learn English, because many students come here and first thing they do is take the ESL class and spend a year or sometimes 2 year learning English. That's a 2 years of your life that you can learn in Japan or any other Asian country for 6 months, in 6 months.
Yeah,
And the amount of money you spend is way too much.
that's
So
true.
that's a really smart thing you did.
But even because the education of English in Japan is not good, so I was learning English, but when I came to here, I couldn't speak anything.
Yeah.
So in a class, I came as an student of actors, like actors, and in the acting class, I couldn't understand anything
Yeah.
what my teacher's saying.
Yeah.
So I was like I have to learn everything. So basically, I start learning my English here.
You applied for student visa, I believe.
Yes, I was little. So I was learning acting in Japan
Yeah.
and learning acting in English more. And I was in an international acting school too in Japan.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, which is they have a lot of connection here. And then, but every actor stop at the visa situation, the visa thing. It's kind of problem for us. So I was like, what should I do, right? Because everybody said to me like it's difficult. If you go there, you cannot work, you cannot be an actor, you have to go there as a student.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't have enough money to do that, everything. But I decided to make some money. So I stopped to going to the acting school. I started working 1 year and a half,
really smart.
just gathering my money. And then I went to the communication college school for 3 weeks in San Diego to see how much I can speak my English, how much my personality works there in America, how many friends I can make, how many, connection I can make, everything. So I was like kind of testing myself. So I went there alone with my money. And then I felt amazing. Like I felt freedom. I was like, wow, this is America in San Diego. Yeah. And I was like, talking to my friends, making a lot of connection. And then I found this school, one school in LA. Yeah. So I came to the LA and I talked to the president of the school, which is my president right now. Yeah. And she was like, oh, that was during the COVID too. Yeah. So she was like, you have a brave to come in this time here from Japan. Yeah. I was like, thank you. And she was like, I'm waiting for you. Nice. So usually we have to do the audition to enter in the school. Yeah. But this time I can just skip it and you you can just come to the school, she said. I was like, that's so nice.
You have done much tougher part than auditioning,
Yeah, come to the US and
Yeah.
go there. And then I got the all the documents. I went back to my college,
Embassy,
college place. And then after that, I was partying every day.
In Japan?
No, in San Diego.
San Diego, I see.
Rest of my vacation.
Vacation, I see.
And then I went back to Japan. And then I started working again. That was like when I was 19 years old, maybe.
Oh.
And then I started working
Mhm.
and gather my money. I think I came to here
Mhm.
when I was 22 years old.
When you said when you came to San Diego, you had a great time and you experienced freedom.
Mhm.
What do you mean by that? What was the party like? This is freedom.
I don't know. I think like when you go to the place
Mm-hmm.
and you feel this place is for me,
Yeah,
I think a lot of people
I felt the same way when I came to LA.
oh, this is the place that I
Yeah.
want to live.
Yeah.
This is the place that I want to make my life, build
Yeah.
my life.
Yeah.
So I felt that. I felt like,
Nice.
what the heck? This is the place. The weather is nice. The people is nice.
Yeah.
Beach is right
It's
there.
beautiful city.
Mountain is right there.
Yeah.
So I was like, whoa, like blow my mind in that time.
So you go back to Japan, you work again, save money, and then you apply for a student visa.
Yes,
right?
finally.
Did you have agent or you did it on your own?
I
How
did
does
it-
that work in Japan?
In Japan, it's not difficult like that because
Yeah.
they have a connection. America and Japan has
Yeah.
a lot of connection. So I had one woman supporting me from the school,
Yeah.
and she was helping me.
Mhm.
But I didn't have an agent to get the visa.
Yeah.
So I just was doing by myself.
Nice.
But like I told you guys, I had one problem of my name because I have a long name.
So for the audience, you can tell them what was the problem that you faced.
So when I applied my student visa, so I thought my name is Morita Yu Vito Ramos Lemos. It's already it's too long. So I
Yeah.
was like, yes, this is my name. And I had all the document. I went to the place
Visa
to
interview,
visa thing. And then they said, you have another one name. I was like, more than this? And then we start talking like back and forth. She started asking me a lot of questions because they thought that I was using someone's name to get the visa.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, but this is my name. And I don't know another name that you guys
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah.
And then I called to my dad, my families, to everyone. Finally, my dad found another name that was in my birth certificate.
Yeah.
That was the Funaki, which is I never heard of it. And then I said it. She was like, right, that one. I was like, what the heck? We're talking here 1 hour about my name. I didn't know this name. And almost I got failed.
But that's good. It's that the visa officer gave you 1 hour
Mm-hmm.
and allow you to call. In India, if you make a mistake and like, okay, your visa is denied.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I got lucky.
Because again, US and Japan has a different relationship. Countries' relationship are different, and also India has so many students. So
I see.
if they allow every Indian student, then it's just too many Indian
Too
students. So
much.
they do put a cap. Like, okay,
Reduce.
we allow only 10% visa or 15% visa, depend on the relationship of the country.
I see.
So, but that's good that you
I
were
think
able
she
to
was
figure it
like,
out.
she was reading my
She
old
just wanted-
document.
Yeah,
And because I was saying my name correct.
yeah.
And I think she saw it, like a lot of name. In this document, it's Morita. This document is another name.
Yeah.
This document. So I think this guy just confusing.
Yeah.
So I think that's why she's keep asking me a question
Yeah.
and don't just cut it.
They just wanted to hear the right
Yeah.
name.
They just wanted to hear
Yeah.
those stuff. I was like, Funaki. She was like, right. Proved. No way. Yeah.
Usually when student comes here young age, some come like 18-year-old or some in early 20s,
Mm-hmm.
they usually have a first tough week. They get cultural shock, they miss family and so many worries and like just, and they were not anticipated, just like happens because you are just alone in new place.
I see.
Did you have a hard time? You had a great time in San Diego, so
Yeah.
I'm probably thinking you didn't have that kind of experience, but how was it first few
Yeah.
weeks?
Yeah, that's true. Like I heard of it from
Yeah.
my friends.
Yeah.
They had a lot of
Yeah.
like hard time. They
Yeah.
said like
Yeah.
that food is so different,
Yeah.
people is so different. So,
Yeah.
but I never had it. I was like, perfect.
You were meant to be here, right? This is
Maybe.
your place.
Thank
Yeah.
you, God.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was like, I never had it. I was like, this is perfect. Everything is perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what are the most fun thing you enjoy doing here?
Enjoying.
Yeah. Because you didn't have a hard time.
Yeah.
But then you probably had a good time, right?
Yes.
What are the things you really like about being in LA or San Diego that you really enjoy?
I think I enjoy that I can do my stuffs, like my art.
Yeah.
In Japan, there is no opportunity for the artists, like you said in your country. Like
Yeah.
in Japan, they just judge you if you say I want to be actor, I
Yeah.
want to be a musician. They
Yeah.
be like, so hobby, but
Yeah.
what's your job?
I
Here
see.
it's not like
Yeah.
if you say like of course it's difficult, but
Yeah.
if you have ability, like
Yeah.
something that you have,
Yeah.
you can just keep continuing.
But Japan has a good film industry, right? Very respectable industry.
But the door is so narrow, so the opportunity is so tiny. Opportunity narrow means like
But what I'm
Little.
trying to understand by narrow, is it like, do they make less films? Or is it like just there's also like very, like a nepotism, or there's very few people get in, not everybody get in, or there's not role for somebody like you who is, mixed culture? What do you mean by narrow?
So I don't know if I can say this because I'm kind of gonna say something against the Japanese industry.
Yeah.
I guess, but I love Japan. I love Japanese film.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. But the truth is, there is like only 3 or 4 agency or management that which is huge company in Japan.
Yeah.
Not like in LA, a lot of agency management, and they conquer every opportunity.
Yeah.
So you have to have a connection,
Yeah.
or you have to have money to
Yeah.
get them
Yeah.
to sell,
Yeah.
to promote
Opportunities,
you,
yeah, and promote.
to get the opportunities.
Yeah.
And in Japan, idols is huge. Instead of actors, musicians, the idols doing everything. You know, idols like K-pop idols, like dancing group kind of. So in Japan, it's huge.
What are the example of idols right now in Japan?
Right now, I don't know, but Travis Scott とか Travis Scott とかかな. I don't know right now because I'm totally American inside me right now.
So
I'm
at
here.
that time it was all about idols, then
Yes,
actors,
idols.
or
Yes, instead of the actors doing the acting job,
Yeah.
musicians doing the musician's job, the idols was doing everything. And it's good. I respect them
Like
because
right now, Lady Gaga, she's also singing, she's also acting, like
yes,
that kind of thing.
kind of. But Lady Gaga start from the musician, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So imagine the K-pop guys
yeah.
taking every job from the
I see.
right?
Yeah.
They have a name.
Yeah.
They are popular. They
Yeah.
can dance. They can sing. That's true. They had a lot of training and they
Yeah.
are good.
Yeah.
But
They
at
are
the
not
same
the
time,
actors.
yes, at the same time, they have to respect the actors,
Yeah.
the
I-
musicians.
I do feel in Hollywood there is something like that when it comes to stand-up comedians.
Oh,
Because stand-up comedians used to be stand-up comedian, right? Now they are comedy actor. They are also writer, and they're in everything. So if there's a role that requires somebody to funny, they would rather hire a stand-up comedian
Yeah.
instead of the actor, right? Even in the writing, I have seen the comedy series. If they need writers, they try to hire a sketch writer or the improv actor or somebody to write. And they can write jokes and stuff, but I doubt they would understand the structure of the show and the whole journey and the
Yeah.
characters as much as a trained script writer would understand. And I feel like that is happening in Hollywood right now, where stand-up or comedy guys are taking a lot of opportunities from every place.
I agree
Nothing wrong
that.
with it, but that's the kind of reality right
Yes,
now.
reality.
Where because a stand-up comic is famous and funny, they would get acting gig over actor who is who is trained actor.
Yeah.
And there are stand-up comedy who train themselves in acting and they become really good actor. But I do know what you're saying
Yes.
by then.
So that wasn't the reason that I came to here. I came to here just because I wanted.
Yeah.
But I saw a lot of my friends suffering,
Yeah.
more older than me when I
Yeah.
was young. I was in acting school. A lot of
Yeah.
my friends, they were so good, like
Yeah.
way more good than me,
Yeah.
but they never had the opportunity. They were working as a server, the restaurant guy.
Yeah.
So I saw them and I was like realizing, right? Because I was young, I was not ready for work.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was watching them from little backside of the
Learning from their
actors
experience.
industry.
Yeah.
Yes. So I was like, wow, that this is the reality in Japan.
Yeah.
So yeah, I realized that. But
Makes sense.
yeah, that wasn't the reason that I came to here. Yeah, because I love Japanese industry and I love some Japanese films.
Yeah.
It's so
No,
good.
your calling was here. I India has a huge industry, but I came here because I just wanted to be part of Hollywood cinema.
Yes, same,
Of
same.
course, tell my story, but I wanted to tell my story here instead of in India. So I totally understand. Is acting different in Japanese cinema or just Japan culture also? Because in India, I would say Hindi film industry, we act a little bit more. There's a little bit of overacting. There's a little bit of loudness because our culture is loud. So our acting, we are emotional people. So our acting is loud. Like when somebody dies, people cry. Here there's
It's more exaggerated, kinda.
just a little bit exaggerated. But also India has another industry called Malayalam industry, another state. They have the most realistic acting I have ever seen.
I see.
So there's different. Is there different between Japanese acting and the acting in Hollywood?
Wow, that's interesting point. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Yeah. I think Japanese, there is two way
Yeah.
of acting style in Japan.
Yeah.
One is coming from the kabuki, which is they show, like kabuki is like the show. You have to show your emotion, like
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you have to open your eyes and
Yeah.
you say your emotion, like
Yeah.
I'm so sad right now, something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
So I respect that, but
Yeah.
at the same time, it's so exaggerated acting style,
Yeah.
so it's not natural.
Yeah.
And another one is the style from the America. They took it, the Meisner technique, like method acting.
Method acting. Yeah.
So there is a lot of way, but what they use is more showing style
Yeah.
in a regular TV series.
Depends on
everything.
the movie.
Yeah, depends on the
Theme of
movie.
the
too.
movie.
Yes,
Yeah.
they change it, but like most of all, the acting style is more showing, more exaggerating, and it's not real. And I think Japanese language is so difficult to act naturally because it's powerful. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if English language is more powerful than Japanese and Japanese language is more powerful, but something is different. English language is more easy to act naturally because the words, you can follow the words, the lines, instead of just, making a lot of things and act. No, you just say the line. If you have a character in you, you can be just natural. So you can use whole your energy and just go with the flow.
Yeah.
But Japanese language is so difficult to do that.
Because the
I
language
felt it.
itself is difficult compared
Yes.
to English has 26 letters and everything is inside.
Yeah, I don't know why, but that I just felt like Japanese language is so like you have to make you have to take a lot of time to make your character to act.
Yeah.
And English, of course, when I make a character in English too, I take a lot of time and act, but it's more easy to connect with the character. Like you just say the lines, so lines help you to get there, to get in the character's emotions.
I'm just completely assuming right now.
Yeah,
Does it?
I know.
No. I have a follow-up question based on my assumption. Is it because you take a lot of time and then say it? Is it because of the Japanese culture where people are not as expressive? Inside they have a lot of things going on, but they do not say as quickly and easily as like in US. If somebody likes something, they say I like this, or they don't like it, they say it, I don't like it. There is no like
Maybe
that there's no like conundrum going inside. It's like, do I say it? Do I not say it? What would he think? What would she think? Is it kind of a Japanese culture, and can that be one of the things?
Yeah, I think that is one of the reason too. I think
Makes sense.
America is more like black or white
Yeah.
like straight.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
in Japan, the beauty of Japanese culture is like be gray.
Yeah.
So you have to be in the between,
Between.
and you don't talk a lot.
That's
Like
why
you
there's
have a
a lot
lot
of-
of things going on inside you,
Yeah.
but you never talk like samurai, something like that.
Yeah.
But in English, like if you don't like this coffee, you start, screaming, right? Like
Yeah.
this coffee is.
Yeah.
So I think the culture, of course,
It has to do with it.
make
Yeah.
these differences between in acting as well. But at the same time, I don't know. I feel like English is way more easier to act naturally.
Yeah.
Like the natural situation in your real life.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
So you've been here 3 years now?
2 years.
2 years. And you are applying for artist visa, O1B
Yes.
visa.
Yes.
How is that journey going on?
So that was tough, of course. And if you guys gonna use it. But I had to escape from the America twice before I start and applying my O1 visa. So I supposed to get my OPT when I graduate my school.
Escape, you means by you had to leave the country, not
Not escape,
It
but
means you because of because the
terms
your
of
student visa was done, so you had to leave before your status become eligible, right?
Yes.
So don't say escape.
Yes, sorry. Yeah, I'm not a criminal guy. Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm here legal.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it's like because that was big journey for me. So including inside my friends, like when I talk to my friends, I say like I was escaping.
Yeah.
But no, exactly
You had
he
to leave
said.
the country, yeah.
I had to leave the country, but I didn't know about it because I was waiting for my OPT. And I was waiting 5 months after I graduated. So I was in LA. They didn't say anything. I was waiting for the proof.
Yeah.
So I didn't have a student visa, but at the same time, I didn't have my OPT visa.
Yeah.
So I was like, can I be here or not?
Yeah.
But
they take processing time.
yes, they are processing
Yeah.
everything. So I was like, oh, what should I do? I don't have anything. If the cop just catch me right now, I don't have anything to prove.
Yeah.
I was a little worried about it. And then after the 5 months, suddenly they denied my OPT. And they sent the letter to me like, you have to leave the country as soon as possible because you're overstaying.
Yeah.
But technically I wasn't, right?
Yeah,
because
OPT
I was
is 1
waiting.
year.
Yeah, I was waiting for them.
Yeah.
And then I had to leave the country. And then my teacher said, you can go back to Japan or you can go to another country and you can re-enter in my school, right? Because I want to study more acting.
The reason you could enter, I'm assuming again, because you had like 5-6 year student visa. So you entered as a student, right?
Yes, correct. So I had my student visa, but just my school finished.
Yeah.
So I had this choice.
Yeah.
I was talking to my lawyer too because I was so panicking in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but that was like suddenly. So I wasn't prepared for anything.
Yeah.
Then I was like, I have my car, I have my house, I have everything here. But I cannot go back to Japan.
Yeah.
So let's do that. I want to learn more acting at your school. I said to my president, and she was like, okay, so I can make the I-20 for you and just
continue as a student.
Continue as a student. But you have to show your document at the border.
Is it usual take 5 months in OPT? Nobody denies OPT because it's like after school you just get 1 year, right?
Yes, I
So
never
what
heard
happened?
of it. So I'm not sure, but I think during the document process, I know some of the price was wrong that I supposed to, the fees that I supposed to pay for the government. Some of the fees was wrong and they denied and they rejected and they sent it to me back, my documents. And then I put the extra money because that was less and then I sent it to them. But in that time was too late. But they didn't say anything in that moment. So they just received my documents and they'd be like, okay, 5 months, wait 5 months. So I was waiting. But they could say to me like right away, like you too late, your OPT case too late. So you have to do anything.
It happens because like when you apply, the fees is let's say $275. But when they open the application, between you sending it and when they open, it may take some time. In between, if the price is $290, they were like, okay, 275 doesn't apply.
Yes.
And that I feel like might have happened in your case.
Yeah, I
And
think so.
that you send the right amount. And I experienced one time too, when I sent the form, my parents' tourist visa,
Mm-hmm.
and like, oh, this is the old form. But like when we applied, that was the new. When you received that time, it was the old form.
Yes.
So I had to print out new form. So that can happen. So you went to Canada for,
Yeah, so that thing happened.
instead of going to Japan, like,
Yeah,
let's just travel in Canada.
Yes, I was like, let's have a fun, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm right now, so let's have a fun.
Yeah.
And then my friend came to me, and we went to the Canada. We had amazing time in Canada. When I came back to the US, the border guy did a mistake again, and they didn't put my new I-20 and put in the system.
Yeah.
So basically, I had my old I-20 in the system.
Yeah.
But how I gonna know about it, right?
Yeah.
So I had my new I-20, and I said I thought that I solved that problem. I'm okay right now. And then I was here and in the school, everything. I think I was here like around 2 months. And then suddenly my president called me, and she said, your new I-20, it's not in the system.
Yeah.
So I was like, what the heck? So how I'm here?
Yeah.
And she said, you have to leave the country. And then I was like, I have to do the same thing again.
Yeah.
But that time, because I already did it, that thing, they understood a little bit. So they said, just go back to the border and show you a new I-20 and come back. So you don't have to spend your time like in Canada, like I did.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, fine. I go.
Yeah.
I went to the Canada again, which is paying my.
Yeah.
I went to the Canada again, but I got lucky. I found a lot of friends, Japanese friends, that we were learning in the acting school when I was in Japan.
Yeah.
So we were classmates right way before that I came to LA. So like that was like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So he was like, you can stay in my house.
Oh, nice.
Instead of I renting the houses, Airbnb to spend my money.
Yeah.
So I went to his house. We had a good time again.
Yeah.
We have to enjoy our life,
Under
right?
the clouds of visa.
Yes, I
you
was
had a
like,
good
okay,
time.
let's enjoy.
Yeah.
And then I stayed in his house and I came back.
Yeah. So there is a lesson to learn. If you are applying for any visa, whether it's F1, O1, green card, do not trust your agents, lawyer, or school completely. They
Exactly.
are human. They may make mistakes. So
Yes,
you
yes.
should double check on your own everything.
Mm-hmm.
Please keep that in mind.
Yes, exactly. I think so. Like you said, it's
Yeah.
human. Everybody has their own
Yeah.
thing. Everybody has a life. So I'm not cursing anyone. That was my fault, I think, because I didn't check it. I didn't make sure my document was correct.
Yeah.
So that was all my fault, I know. But at the same time, sometimes you have to check by yourself.
You should
Yeah.
every time. Especially this is such an important process for your career and your journey, right?
Mm-hmm.
So right now you are applying for O1B visa, which I believe artist visa.
Yes.
It's also called like for extraordinary talent.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I came back. I solved my problem, everything, and finally, thank God, right now I'm good. So I was like, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. I have a credit. I have a connection.
Yeah.
I have a documentation.
Yeah.
So then I hired some lawyer, and then, but it took 5 months to gather
Documents.
paperwork. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember my journey. It's one of the craziest because you have to have an agent, some ask for like manager, you have to have deal memo, you have to have like recommendations letter.
Yes.
How it's so hard to get a job in Hollywood, and like you have to prove that like you have worked for next 3 years.
Yeah, but basically you cannot work here.
You cannot work here too.
Yeah.
And also there are lawyers, but there are very few good lawyers. I remember my O1B visa process, and I got rejection because the lawyers made a mistake. They sent the document without signature.
That's
And
so rude.
some of the mistakes were just, it's like if you had just used logic, you would have gotten it. It just
Just go through
Yeah.
your document. Then you're gonna see it.
There was
right?
some And
Obviously.
what happens is that the lawyer talk to you and they says really impressive things,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, oh, this is a great lawyer, and he's like, I'm going to take care of everything. But usually, their assistant is doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And when the law firm is not good or lawyers are not, they do for cheaper, the assistants are basically copy pasting the information for each and every student.
That's true.
And
Yeah.
in that process they make a mistake. Also, what happens when you are just copy pasting everything, or now even chat gpting everything,
Mm-hmm.
it everybody looks similar, right?
I
You don't stand
see.
out, you look like the guy before you or the girl after you.
That's true.
And so it's very important to have control of your own process. Write your own letter
Mm-hmm.
in your own words. It's okay if the grammar or spelling is not the best. You can ask your friend to check it,
Mm-hmm.
but don't go to ChatGPT and like write me a letter. Don't ask your lawyer to write me a letter. You write on your own from blank page. Your lawyers, what usually they do, they're like, okay, this is
Mm-hmm.
the like template, and you can just add your names and just make some changes. No, do everything, keep it original. And if it is different, there are chances, it's lottery at the end of the day, but there are chances that you stand out and you get approval.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Double check everything.
I agree with it. I agree with it.
And I feel like one of the thing, I don't know if it's true, but I did fast process, so they have to respond in
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have to pay 1,200 at that time. I'm talking about 2016, 17. You had to pay $1,200 something. I feel like that's not a good idea. You should just apply and
Wait.
wait. You can still stay here legally during the visa process and wait. You cannot work, so do not work. Because I feel like sometimes if they are rushed, maybe there are chances that like you get denial if you know,
I see. I
if
see.
you were just like give me result in 2 weeks. It's like what?
Yeah, right now I'm
What
in
is
that
the hurry?
situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
So
debating if I wanna pay extra
so
money to get
yeah,
my
made a mistake
response.
of doing that, and if I were to do it again, I would just say, take your time. Whenever you're ready, give me the visa result instead of
I take it.
yeah.
I take it.
Tell me 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So how are you dealing? Are you have a good lawyer, agents, everything sorted out?
So let's see,
Yeah.
because I'm waiting for the proof right now.
Yeah.
But like you said, I did some of the part of my document
Yeah.
because I'm not good grammar for
Yeah.
the English. I use ChatGPT, of course,
Yeah.
but I put as much as I can about my information in
Yeah.
it. Like you said, like
Yeah.
I do this, this, this. That's why I
Yeah.
want to get this visa because I deserve it.
Yeah.
But like you said, I think it's important to put your strength in documents.
Your story, right?
Yeah, your story, original paper, because otherwise, it seems like same as in another documents.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for the proof. I don't know. Let's finger crossed. Maybe when you release this thing, I'm in Japan. I don't wanna. I don't wanna go back. But
So
it is what it is. Maybe. So yeah.
I have a tough question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Take your time, and I don't want this to happen, but just for the sake of question,
Mm-hmm.
what if you don't get the visa? I know you love this country.
Mm-hmm.
You love LA, San Diego. It's your place. You didn't even have a bad day,
Mm-hmm.
homesickness or anything. You just love everything about it, and it is your place.
Mm-hmm.
And you've been planning this career when you were 7 year old, right? You watch movie and you've been planning this. You went through a lot. You had to work in Japan to save money. You worked for 2-3 years, student visa journey, OPT journey, and you have done everything right till this stage. And what if you get denial, like okay, and you have to go back? What if you don't get the visa?
So when I came back from Canada, I was like, no, I don't want to go back to Japan. I don't want to go back to Japan. I was so obsession. I had the obsession to stay in America. But right now, I don't know, because I went through a lot of process and deny, rejected, go back to Canada, everything. I think the time that I spent here in America, that was so meaningful for me.
Yeah.
So that part, no one can erase it from my life. So I learned a lot. I made an amazing friend, Masato-san. I met a lot of people, you guys too.
Yeah.
I made a lot of connections. And I believe if I cannot get my visa, one day, one of my friends gonna be successful here, and they're gonna call me, and I can come back to here.
Yeah.
So I'm not like hesitating a lot to go back to Japan. I'm kind of leaving to the God, and they know what they gonna do with my life. So I'm not being like, oh, I don't want to go back to Japan, I'm so scared. No, I'm just did it my part already. So it is what it is. Go with the flow. If they just deny it, I'm gonna go back to Japan, but I'm gonna continue everything, making music, making some movies, making some creativities, and enjoy my life. And that's it. It's small thing. I realized.
You said the word, I was obsessed with getting visa, staying here, right? I experienced that on my own too. And I'm a filmmaker. I get visa rejection twice. I had to go back to India. It's not good to be obsessed with staying in this country or any other country that's not your home, right? Your home is your home where you are a citizen when you were born and raised. Because what happens, artists should only be obsessed with art.
That's
creating,
deep.
Right?
That's deep.
With creating.
Yes.
Because I was obsessed with US and I wasted almost a year in this process. Not wasted in, I did not create anything, right? I could have made 3 more films, and then I would have been in real sense, I would have been extraordinary talent. Instead of, I made few films and I feel like, okay, that's enough. And I just focus my emotional investment and, everything, financial investment, everything in a visa process. And then when I didn't get it, I was heartbroken. And that rejection was so tough for me. And I was like, what am I going to do? My life is gone. My life was here, career was here. Now everything is gone. But that's not true.
Yeah, that's not
You
true.
said amazing thing, like what I have learned from here, nobody's going to take away from me. And that's so important.
Yes.
And I did not realize that at that time. And a year lost in process, and it took me 2 years to recover from the rejection. Like, why did they reject me? How come they reject me? This, that.
It's
Look,
wasting
it's
time.
their country and they have right, and you are a guest, you tried, and they say no, you are not extraordinary talent. And I believe I was not extraordinary talent, or the lawyers make mistake, or whatever the reason, right? I did not get it. You cannot blame anybody but yourself.
Yes.
But you learn something, and if you apply and keep creating, then eventually you will be good enough or big enough artist in your country that they will invite you here. Hollywood will say, like, we need this person from Japan, let's do his visa process. They will invite you. Or if they don't invite you,
it is what it is.
And again, what do you want to do? You want to act, right? You want to act, you want to create music, as you said, you want to be artist. Is it like,
doesn't matter?
Is there like, oh, only you can be artist in US and Los Angeles?
No.
You can be artist anywhere.
Yes. That's the artist.
Yeah.
I think artists.
Yeah.
It's amazing job.
Yeah.
That you can be out of the system of the system of the world, like economy, society.
Yeah.
If you work for some company, you have to follow the rules. You have to be on the way, on the road, on the path. But our artists, we can be out of the road and make something great that we can give the passion, give the make the world most peaceful place, I think. So
so definitely don't be desperate to be here. Don't be obsessed with visa, obsessed with your art, with your passion. And if you do everything right, the whole world will call you, not just America or Los Angeles, Hollywood.
Yeah.
Right? I truly believe in that. So it's not end of everything.
Just a part of your life.
Yeah. Also, look at what Hollywood is going through right now. Most of the Hollywood productions are not in LA.
Yeah.
The studios are so expensive. Producers are not shooting in studios. The tax, I think now there is some tax benefits, but there were no tax benefits. So studios will go to another state, even another country like Canada, and make films. And people in LA are unemployed. So don't think that even after you get the visa, things are easy. I would suggest stay where you can be artist without any kind of condition. Where you don't have to worry about rent, you don't have to worry about food, you don't have to worry about being lonely. Stay where you can create and create your stuff, and then you will go to the whole world.
Yeah. I think
Make sense?
Yeah, makes sense a lot. I think a lot of artists get confused. If I get successful, which means you're gonna be amazing, your life gonna be amazing. But no,
Yeah.
if you're not maintaining your life, your friendship, your relationship with the people,
Yeah.
environment about you, your body,
Yeah.
like your mental, like doesn't matter. The obstacle is the obstacle, just the visa, just the thing. But the real thing is in your heart.
Yeah.
So if you connecting with your heart all the time, I think doesn't matter if you get the visa or not. Like he said, in your country, you can start making, like creating amazing stuffs.
Yeah.
And maybe one day
Yeah.
the country needs you, not you need this country.
Yeah.
So that's the artist. I
Don't lose
think.
your spark because of the rejection by somebody else.
Yeah.
Keep the spark alive. I can feel that you have spark in you. You've gone through so much, and I can feel it, right? So keep that spark alive, and you will be successful anywhere in the world.
I take it. I take it.
On that note,
From the Canada, like stupid story from the Canada, went to the deep side of the conversation. That I like it.
Yeah.
I like this podcast. Yeah.
so this is what we talk about in podcast. International student, their journey, emotional journey, their physical journey, financial journey, and I hope you can learn something from that and apply in your life so you face less challenges. And if you have any questions, please put in the comment section, either for me or for my guest. For you, we'll make sure we'll answer your questions. So yeah, on that note, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye bye.